I'm Sami Abu Shehadeh. I am the head of the Balad party. It's a Palestinian party that works within the state of Israel. I was a former member of the Israeli Knesset between 2019 and 2022. I live in the city which is called Jaffa. It's the southern parts of Tel Aviv. In the Nakba of 1948, as part of the Zionist occupation to Jaffa, they expelled 98% of the population, which means that ethnic cleansing is not something new in Zionism. All of the families who still live nowadays in Jaffa, we have our relatives in Gaza, which means that the state I am living in is killing my family every day. Not just my family. All of the Palestinian families in Jaffa who are citizens in the state of Israel, they have families in Gaza, which is now being ethnically cleansed by the state of Israel. So it's a horrible situation which is very complicated to explain, that you live in a state which its biggest family and its biggest enemy is your family, it's your people. And the state since 1948 till today has been killing our people all the time. What is happening nowadays in Jaffa is a genocide. Any expert in genocide studies, any expert in Holocaust studies, including Israelis like Professor Amos Goldberg, Professor Raz, all of the big names that do research on history of Holocaust and history of genocide, they say what's happening in Gaza is a genocide. But this time, the Jews are not the victims of the Holocaust, of the genocide. They are the victims, they are the victimizers. They are those who are doing the genocide, which is something very hard to believe. In Israel, next year is elections. The maximum it will be in October 2026. I think it will be, but it will be before. Maybe March 26, maybe June 26. Anyhow, it's elections year. And here we, the Palestinians who live in the state of Israel, we have a historical role. Our main role will be to prevent this genocidal coalition from getting back to rule in Israel. Usually, we do not vote enough. Our percentages in voting is more or less 50%. Next time, we have a historical role in raising this voting and to prevent all these war criminals from getting back to govern in Israel. We have this historical role. I think we will do it. Bengvir is different than the neo-Nazis in Europe. The neo-Nazis in Europe are small, marginalized groups that not any government is ready to deal with them. But in the case of Israel, Bengvir is a minister in the Israeli government, and he is not alone. We are not talking about small, crazy, fanatic groups who nobody wants to deal with them. Bengvir is a minister in the Israeli government. He has a majority in the Israeli Knesset. He is a legitimate player in the Israeli politics. Bengvir is not alone. If he was alone, he wouldn't be that influential. The problem with Bengvir is that he is a minister in this crazy government, and he's not the only crazy one there. The problem is that he's a legitimate player. And the world continues to deal with the Israeli government as a legitimate government, while they are having people like Bengvir, Smotrich, and a lot of genocidal characters. While, when Haider was elected a few years ago in Austria, nobody wanted to deal with Austria anymore. Okay? Also, Haider was elected. I think that the double standards of the whole European world, the way they deal with Israel, has encouraged Israel to do this genocide.